Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Fred Razak at CMtrading. Today is April 27, 2021, and today is Tuesday morning. So looking at the highlights of the day, Bitcoin bouncing back after a decent sell-off. But first, no major economic events scheduled for today. However, we do have corporate earnings from the United States. Both Microsoft and Google will come out with earnings for this past quarter. Now, tomorrow we have Apple and Facebook. And then later in the day, tomorrow evening, we have an FOMC statement. So lots of stuff coming out tomorrow. Now, looking at the various markets, the Forex symbols pretty much tapering off on lighter volume. In terms of the indices, the NASDAQ on its highs, while the Dow Jones is very close to its highs, commodities pretty much unchanged. And in terms of stocks, Alcoa is trading to new record highs. And lastly, looking at Bitcoin, bouncing back to that 55,000 markish level. So let's take a look at the markets and see what we can expect from today's trading. So nothing really big when it comes to the Forex symbols. We're looking at a daily chart of the euro. You can see we retraced about almost 40 pips, okay, from our 21-ish level, 20-ish level, 120-ish level. So, with that said, okay, this is what's still in reason. And I don't want to break this upwards momentum that we've had until now. We've had a few retracement, a few sideways retracement even. So, with that said, I still feel that we could maybe hit 21,650-ish level, okay? Could happen, all right? So just keep that in mind. Now, jumping into the GBP USD, not doing much. As you can see, actually setting up a pretty cool wedge formation. And lastly, looking at the USD Canadian dollar, trading close to its previous low as 124, as this has gotten much stronger versus the USD. You could see that. That's a multi-time frame supportish level. So that's an important time frame to actually look at. Now, jumping into commodities, first gold, not doing much at 1781. And oil also trading at $62 and unchanged. Looking at the indices, however, NASDAQ on its all-time record highs at 14,031. The Dow Jones just trading above 33,927, close to its 34,000 high. Now, as we look at the individual stocks, we mentioned Alcoa, which is trading on its all-time record highs at 36,669, record highs for the year. Now, when we look at Microsoft, will be coming out with earnings today. It's on or close to its all-time highs, and also Google is. So I do anticipate some activity there later today, okay, especially if we have some very high guidance going into the next quarter. But remember, this is way overbought. This is also at intervals that I think are a bit artificial to a certain degree. So just tread lightly, okay? I mean, the markets are breaking out higher, but we're also going into May, so just keep that in mind. Lastly, looking at Bitcoin, all right? This is a nice little tapering off here at 54,000. After we had this alley-oop move from week to week, we're pretty much unchanged towards the beginning of last week. Now, we still have way to come back to that 64,000 high, but it shows you that it's resilient, okay? This is what it's very encouraging here in terms of the bouncing back for Bitcoin, showing some strength there. So, I'd like to see it continue to that top of the range at 58,000. That would give me a little bit more comfortability because we are pretty much at that mid-range. This is Fred Razak. I want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.